Namaste. Hi friends. I wanted to share a little series of breathing exercises for you to work on at home, especially during these trying times. I think it's important to turn a focus on the breath. And so I'm calling this little series Breathe With Me. And I wanted to start today by just reading a little from a book I've studied from. And it's on breath, health, and pranayama. Before we begin, pranayama is a part of the basically the 8-limb fold practice of yoga, in which we're using our breath to connect with our own vital life force energy. Prana, that's our vital energy. Ayama means to extend or expand. So we're looking at these exercises as a way to increase and expand our own vitality, our own life force energy, our own, hopefully, longevity and the duration that we can live out this life. So especially with everything going on right now, there's a big fear, right? There's a fear associated with this COVID-19 and the lungs and any respiratory issues that might be associated with this disease that we're still learning about. So you may hear people saying often, I have right now, just take a deep breath, take a deep breath. And it is important, but really finding ways to lean into this process of breathing as a guide for us. So I wanted to just read a little from this. The breath is the most vital process of the body. It influences the activities of each and every cell, and most importantly, is intimately linked with the performance of the brain. Human beings breathe about 15 times per minute and 21,600 times per day. That's on average. Respiration fuels the breathing and the burning of oxygen and glucose, producing energy to power every muscular contraction, glandular secretion, and mental process. The breath is intimately linked to all aspects of the human experience. It's super important, our breathing, right? And in times of stress and high anxiety, we can tend to, our adrenals can kind of kick in, and we can tend to go into that fight or flight syndrome, which starts speeding up the process of breathing, making it a little more shallow and short. So if we're wanting to come back to finding calm and a little more balance, it's really good to come into these exercises and start focusing on lengthening the breath, especially the exhales if you're looking to relax. And so there's a great pranayama exercise. It's known as Bhramari, and it's also called the bee's breath or the buzzing bee, because you make that kind of humming sound on your exhale. So we're going to lean into that. I love this one. It's a fun one to do with the kids, and it just leaves you with a deeper sense of connection to your own vibration, your own life force energy. So let's get started. So just come into a comfortable seat wherever you may be, wherever you can carve out a little space for yourself. And if you can prop up on anything, if you can sit cross-legged. If it doesn't feel comfortable to sit cross-legged, just take a nice seat on a chair or the couch. But allow your spine to be nice and long, and just roll your shoulders back a couple times, up, back, down, and then forward a couple times. Just creating some space in here in the neck and the shoulders. These are like the gateways for the breath to flow to the lungs. So just take a little look over your shoulder, one direction. You can inhale, and as you exhale, come back to center, and then inhale over the other direction, and exhale back to center. And we're going to start with 3 just slow, smooth, steady breaths. And there's really, if we're turning our awareness into this more conscious way of breathing, there's 4 parts to the breath. There's the inhale, the pause at the top, the exhale, the pause at the bottom. So both pauses, inhale and exhale. So let's just start by taking 3 inhales and exhales together. So take an inhale through both nostrils, pause at the top, and then exhale. You can open your mouth. Pause at the bottom. Another inhale. And a little pause. Exhale. Pause. Exhale. And now if it feels safe and it doesn't create extra or added anxiety, you could just let your eyes close. And just for a couple of breaths, just feel into how turning your awareness to this process of breathing feels. And if your eyes are closed, you can let them open now. And now, instead of exhaling open through the mouth, that air, that soft whisper, we're gonna make like a humming sound, or the sound of like something really delicious. And let the exhale, the sound, really kind of linger until you feel empty, and don't strain, because when we start to strain, the body starts to lock up again. So take a slow inhale. You can keep eyes open for this round if you'd like. Pause at the top. Pause at the bottom, and then just kind of release any control that you might be holding. Take a moment to feel. See if anything's shifted. Now we're going to try that breath 2 more times, but we're going to add the hands. So unless it starts to create more anxiety for you, again, if it's moving into that state, just release it. So you're going to take your fingers like nanu fingers. Does anybody remember that from Mork Mindy? And you're going to take your thumbs up to your ears. So as you exhale, what we're going to do is plug the ears. The first finger and the second finger will gently just cover the eyes, little light pressure. And the ring finger and the pinky finger will touch to the bridge of the nose, but without blocking or pushing too hard. So everything's pretty gentle. And we're just gonna take that, seal everything off as we exhale, nice and long and slow. So find a full, long 5, 6 count inhale. Pause, seal your ears, seal your eyes, seal the bridge, and hum. Release. You can keep your hands up or float down and just feel. You might have, if you had everything sealed off, been able to hear that kind of buzzing bee sound a little more. Turning off the external stimulus. And let's try one more together. Inhale. Pause. Seal and hum. Release. Your hands rest down. And then just notice how you feel. Did anything shift mentally, physically, emotionally? I love this one because I feel like it really helps me connect with my own vibration. You start to feel a little bit like you're buzzing. Maybe feel a little lightheaded. Bhramari. In Sanskrit, Bhramari was a Hindu goddess of the bees. So she was kind of this incarnation of Shakti, or divine energy, that just vibrated and tingled. Thank you for trusting me to guide you through the practice, and hopefully finding ways to calm and relax our nervous system, our minds, our thoughts, our emotions, our hearts. Namaste.